Today on Our American Republic, the Constitution of the United States. So how did we get here? The American Revolution ended officially in 1783 after 8 years of fighting against the British Empire. The issues that led up to the war began as a series of legal disputes following the 7 Years' War, also known as the French and Indian War, which ended in 1763. Over the next 12 years, these disputes would morph into a cause for colonial governments to demand representation and a local parliament similar to that of Ireland's, which had existed since 1297. The colonial governments desired a vehicle to address local issues without having to continually involve the seemingly distant British Parliament. In 1774, the First Continental Congress was held to discuss how the colonies would cooperatively approach the British Parliament to seek a resolution to the growing problems. The American Revolution was not imminent until British troops finally marched against colonials on the 19th of April, 1775, to confiscate weapons believed to be in colonial possession. Though the American Revolution began in 1775, and independence would be declared on the 4th of July, 1776, no permanent structure had been devised to govern the new nation. The certainty of victory was slim, and fighting would go on for almost 6 more years before the Articles of Confederation would be passed and create an initial set of laws that defined the structure of the newly formed government of the United States of America. Under the Articles of Confederation, the Confederacy had little or no power to enforce its own laws or to encourage consensus from the states. These issues proved so troubling that by 1786, men like James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, and Alexander Hamilton would begin efforts to resolve problems with the Confederation and create a new form of government. This new form is summarized in Federalist No. 39 by James Madison, who states that the new government will join elements of the democracy and republic to govern the new United States. In 1787, the Constitution was drafted to address the shortfalls created by the Articles of Confederation. This new document would create a strong federal government, manage relationships between the states, and ensure the rights of the American people. After intense deliberations, the Constitution of the United States of America will be ratified in 1788 and result in the creation of a new U.S. government. What can I leave you with today? Criticism seems to fly at the Constitution from every direction these days, and maybe we need to ask ourselves some questions. Why did the Articles of Confederation cause concern for the Founding Fathers? Why did they create a form of government that we have today? We will discuss this topic further in the next video, the Constitution, Living and Breathing.